This is Kansas City, Missouri, our home, the home of jazz, barbecue, and fountains, and also the home of rampant crime. With a crime index of just 2 out of 100, 100 being the safest, Kansas City is only safer than 2% of the nation. The neighborhood around St. Teresa's Academy makes the top 10 rankings of safe neighborhoods in Kansas City. Yet just 13 minutes away from our school is this intersection, 30th and Bales, reportedly the 6th most dangerous neighborhood in the United States and the most dangerous neighborhood in Kansas City. These two men live in the neighborhood surrounding 30th and Bales and know firsthand the reality of crime.
Went in back here. It went in back here and it came out right here. I got shot in my neck. Like, you talk about the crime rate around here, man. It's so much dangerous in Kansas City, for real, you know what I'm saying? Every block, for real. It shouldn't be no statistics, what they call it, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that, because you can get killed, you know what I'm saying, just doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? This is Kansas City. I mean.
But how did this neighborhood, with churches, school buses, and families, become so dangerous? How does a certain area of the city become crime-ridden? Everyone seems to have a different answer.
Socioeconomic reasons, higher unemployment, also the concentration of probationers and parolees that are there in that city and in that area of the city. Lack of education, lack of jobs.
I believe it's more crime down here because of we struggle more down here. You know, yeah, it's a need. You know what I'm saying? And this is, I don't want to snitch or nothing, but I mean I'm not gonna snitch. But this is where it's at. This is where you make money at down here. This is where you make money at. Legal, illegal, it don't matter. This is where it's at, right here. Basically.
Kansas City school board member Eric Leonard West lives just a few blocks from 30th and Bales, and he doesn't even lock his door at night. West is the community organizer for his neighborhood, Ivanhoe.
A few years back, we did a research project with the Center for Economic Information at UMKC. The blocks that had been organized for 5 years or more had significantly less crime and significantly less litter and higher educational attainment than blocks that had not been organized or that had not been organized for at least 5 years. And so we know that when there is concerted leadership and relationship on a block, no matter where in the nation that block occurs, that something transformative happens as a result of that. My suspicion is that if it's true that 30th and Bales it has such a high crime index, the only reason I can imagine such a thing could be true is because they do not have that simple thing that we have, just communication and relationship amongst the neighbors.
I asked each of the individuals I interviewed how they thought the problem of crime should be addressed, and again, each answer varied.
You can't put everything on the police department, okay? Just because the title of a particular newspaper article says something about crime, you can't just say, well, that's the duty of the police department. It has to be a community-wide effort.
Experience tells me whether I've lived in suburban America, whether I've lived in rural America, which is where I grew up on a small farm north of Joplin, or whether I live here in urban America now, that the extent to which the people in any given community live in a relationship with one another, as opposed to anonymously amongst one another, the extent to which that relationship exists determines a lot of what will and will not happen on that block.
I mean, they need to come to they need to come to our voices, come to our house like y'all doing, and knock on doors, not with cameras or whatever, and ask people, how can we prevent this? You see what I'm saying? Like because Crime Watch ain't doing nothing. Ain't nobody, all them signs ain't scaring nobody.
The Crime Watch signs may not scare anyone, but Kansas City's crime rates are beginning to scare a lot of people, and high crime rates are nothing for Kansas City to brag about. However, to those Kansas Cityans affected by crime, it seems to be what we're known for.
We've been known for this. You come to Kansas City, you retire or you die.
Basically.
Basically, you can't get a job. You know what I'm saying? You hustle, or you gotta work.
You got another question?